Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About House. I'm Todd.
I'm Juana.
Okay, today is Monday, January 22nd. We're going to do an update to Las Vegas real estate market. The reason why I'm doing this update today is because when I woke up and I grabbed the numbers that just came out, the market is substantially hotter than it was a month ago today, December 22nd.
Right.
So over the last month. So what we're going to do is we're jump right into slides and then have our lively discussion. Okay. All right. So we'll start off here. This is the real-time market profile. We'll just start at the top. And what I did is I selected that first data point, median list price. So the 15th of December was when it bottomed, and it was 530. Now that's the median list price of everything in the MLS. Mm-hmm. Okay. The reason that is higher than median price new listings. We'll talk about that in a minute. What's interesting about this is this is everything in the MLS, but it's gone up to 545. Mm-hmm. So the list prices have gone up 15 grand. And so you're probably like, well, but it's like 3%. But that is are homes really, is it just a mix of homes that have sold? Well, maybe it is, maybe it's not, right?
Right.
Okay. The next one though is I thought was kind of interesting too. This is the median price of new listings. This is the median price of what came on the market basically that week. Now this is, if you look at this and you look back over the last 3 months, you can see this thing just basically jumps around in a pretty narrow band because it's just whatever came on the market that week, right? What's interesting is it's 499.9 because remember it's the median. So that means that the middle house was exactly 499.9. It was exactly 450 December 29th, which was over 3 weeks ago. So it's up 50,000. But this is probably just because more bigger homes have come on the market.
Right.
This isn't because home prices didn't just go up, 12%.
No.
Right? Okay. That's one of the reasons why median is, you have to be careful whenever they quote median, because median is going to change substantially if you have very low sales, very low inventory, very low everything, right? More volatile.
Right.
Okay. Juana, this is the big one that got my attention. Price per square foot.
Right.
Okay, it was $258 December 22nd, a month ago today. It's $264. That is definitely over 2% increase.
It is. And, it's interesting because we were having this discussion earlier. Is this really a trend or does it have to do more with the mix of homes? And I kind of use the analogy when you're in school and you have three data points for you to get your grade for the semester. So it's 3 exams, papers, whatever. 3 data points for you to get your semester exam versus 12 data points, right? Those 3 data points are weighted much more heavily than if you had 12 data points. And that's kind of what we're looking at here with all these numbers. We have very few data points because we have very little inventory. So anything that happens in the market is more shocking to the market.
Yeah, that's probably true. In a normal, healthy market in Las Vegas alone, we should probably have 5,000 to 6,000 houses available to purchase. That's basically just over 1%. It'd be over 1% of all homes should be for sale, but this is a substantially lower number. This
Correct.
Is about like 1 in 250 houses, 1 in 200 houses. So if you're in a neighborhood of 200 houses, 250 houses, only one house is currently for sale. Mm-hmm. So if you want to live in that neighborhood, you have the choice of that one house. You don't even have to pick between that house and another house on average. We're going to look at the trends. I've got the chart with the trends. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And let's go through the rest of some of these. Average and median days in the market hasn't changed substantially, which is part of the reason the market action index has stayed. If you look down at the very bottom, it's just basically it went to 38. This is usually the time of year it starts rising. The number of price decreases is dropping. Mm-hmm. It was over 40% a few months ago. It's 34%. So that means that 66% of people listed their home, didn't have to change their list price, and sold it without a price decrease.
Right.
That's pretty substantial. That's a pretty normal market. That's like not a market crashing or a market that's declining 1% a month for the next 12 months, which I don't know who's putting that number out, but it hasn't happened yet.
Right. I mean, I don't think this is a normal market, because I think that when 66% of sellers don't have to change their price, that lets you know that there's actually a lot of demand and that it is a seller's market.
The next one I'm going to do, I'll switch over to this one here. I highlighted this inventory number. December 1st, there were 2,600 homes. This was the peak. Now I'm going to show you another chart that shows you the long term, and you'll be, what do you mean this is the peak? This is the highest it's been in since the spring of last year. It got up to 2,600, which isn't very many. It's dropping down to 2,200. We've lost about 15% of the homes, and this is more. Remember, homes have been coming on the market, so we have the inventory level, and then you have homes that came on the market, but then more sold. So we didn't just have 400 houses sell. We had 400 houses more than what came on the market sell.
Correct.
Okay? All right. And then median rent hasn't changed. It's basically $2,200. Now that's a very smooth number, because that's all, like, I think that looks over the last year. And then 2,200 people. I always get these people in the comments who go, oh, there's no way. It would be exactly. Somebody just made that number, put in there. Median. It's not average. It's median. If it was an average, it would be, it could be down to the pennies, $2,273.42. It's median. It's just the middle house. There are probably, if you looked at all rentals in Las Vegas, there are probably 500 houses that exactly rented for $2,200 a month.
Okay.
Right?
Probably.
So the median is inside that 500 of houses, because then you have homes that were probably 2,250 or 2,300, or people like exact numbers. So there's not a bunch of houses aren't out there rented for $2,204 or $2,196, like 500 of them.
Right.
So when you see these exact numbers, it's just like median list price 545. It's the middle number. It was the median price of new listings, $499,900. That was the price of a specific listing. 123 Elm Street was the middle house that week of homes that came on the market.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, price per square foot. Now, this is what's interesting on this chart. The dots, as you know, is the same day every year. Okay. So for the last basically 5 years. And if we go all the way back to 2020, that's when this real estate boom started, and you can see that home prices go up this time of year. And in 2020, they continually went up. 2021, they went up. 2022, they went up from the same day. They just moderated. They boomed a bit because of the interest rate FOMO. Okay, we're going to show you the effect of what this looks like on the inventory chart.
Okay.
But you can see, since last year, home prices have gone up. We did an update, and I'll show you the chart in a second, where we had all the top markets in the U.S., and Vegas was listed as one of the top 10 markets. And then you could see what is happening again. It's hard to see exactly, but you can see the little dot, and then where it was, that's basically that $6 a square foot. That's well over 2%. That's like almost, it's not 3%, but it's like 2.5% in a month. So, I've got more charts. What does price per square foot look like if this trend, low inventory trend, continues?
Well, I mean, clearly it's going to probably continue to increase. I just don't know that this inventory trend will continue. I mean, I do think that we will have more inventory as we get closer to spring.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the actual inventory chart. Now, the amazing thing about this chart is you can see the seasonality, how the homes build up and then sell, build up and sell. And those peaks are usually around early October. Most of those peaks are early October. We had the craziness of the last few years with work from home and a bunch of other things. I think people call it the Great Relocation. A bunch of people moved markets and stuff. So this doesn't look super normal. We got back into a normal cycle again last year. But what's interesting is every one of those dots, for the next month or two, the amount of inventory drops. This is the beginning of the hot buying season. So my expectation is that this inventory number will drop, And as the inventory drops, this price per square foot will keep coming up.
That's a really good possibility. I just wonder exactly how hot it's going to get this spring. I mean, we do have interest rates that are they're more volatile, but that definitely there's a downward trend.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, we've had so much pent up demand. So it'll be interesting to see just how exciting it gets this spring. So remember to leave us your real estate related comments. We appreciate them. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Share the video. And we'll see you on the next video. Oh, and like the video.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.